Hello, welcome back to the Combs channel. We've got an exciting dinner we're getting ready to make tonight. We're going to have Polish sausage and rice. And we're going to add in a can of vegetable medley. And it's going to be pretty good, I think. And I threw that over there on the counter so Michelle can start slicing it. And she's really going to help me out today. And we're going to cook it on the stove on this wok. So, anyway, I wanted to tell my story because, like I've said in other videos, this is a channel about stories. Well, anyway, getting back to my story, I was trying to think if I had any story that went with the Polish sausage that we're making tonight. Well, turns out I do. When I was a teenager, and I was probably around 16 years old, we used to go to Golden Corral in Lexington. And we ate there quite often enough to become familiar with the waiters and the waitresses that worked there. And they had a meat bar, still do, where you can get a steak, a piece of ham, or a piece of Polish sausage. And at that time, I really liked and enjoyed the Polish sausage. And I would always get a piece. Well, our server was a male server. And he was the most attractive man that I've ever seen. And to be honest, I've really never seen an attractive man other than him. And what made him so attractive is how the women in the restaurant responded to him. He was the first man that I ever seen where it was blatantly obvious that all the women in the room were checking him out, including my mother was checking this guy out. And she did so every time we went to Golden Corral and ate there. And it's hard for me to describe how good looking this guy was. I mean, you see men that look good looking, like they go to the gym and work out and work really hard to look that good. This guy, he didn't look like he went to the gym to work out. He looked like, he was good looking because the gods had sculpted his form out of a piece of marble slab or something. I mean, he looked like he had a perfect body without any effort. And this guy, he would bust the tables. He would push the plates into the kitchen. And all his work seemed like it was effortless. And, I mean, he was an incredibly good-looking man. That's all I can say. Well, anyway, my mom embarrassed me to death at this restaurant because she told him, you are the most attractive man I've ever seen in my life, right in front of my dad. And that really embarrassed me. And I remember he said, the most attractive person I ever met was Bo Derek. And if you don't know who Bo Derek is, she played in a movie called 10, where she ran along the beach. And you may not be familiar with that movie because I think it came out in the 70s before I was even born, and I'm 40. And she also played in the movie Tommy Boy with Chris Farley. And she played Tommy Boy's mother in that movie. But he said that Bo Derek was the most beautiful person he'd ever met. And I didn't know who that was. And he was like shocked that I didn't know who that was, which I was just a teenager. Which, after he explained who she was, I'd seen her before, you know. But anyway, that's the story I have about Polish sausage. I hope you enjoyed it, and we're going to show you our meal here in a second. I've got the Polish sausage on the wok, and Michelle's making the rice in the rice cooker, and we're going to put it all together, and it's going to be great. I'll show you in a second. Right here is my kielbasa. It's cooking. That's about half of the kielbasa that came in the pack, which I always called it Polish sausage, but Michelle's got me to where now I call it kielbasa. But anyway, that's where we're at right now. Michelle, she's stirring the kielbasa. All right, Michelle's gonna add our rice to the Polish sausage.
I need some butter. A little. I need you to grab that thing of vegetables.
You want me to just dump it in?
Once I get this all incorporated, it'll be done. And then it's soy sauce to taste.
Boy, it looks good to me. All right. All right, we're getting ready to try out our dinner.
I mean, if it needs more soy sauce, Nicholas. I know mine does.
Yeah, mine does.
I thought about putting an egg in this, and Michelle thought that it didn't need it, so.
Soy sauce first, too.
Yeah, put me some in there, baby. Thank you. Oh, man.
Soy sauce is very potent. You don't want to overdo it.
It also can cause you to have heart issues if you put too much, because it's got
Lots and lots of
a
salt.
lot, yeah. It can cause your blood pressure to go through the roof, and then you have a heart attack. So don't ever put too much soy sauce on nothing.
That's a lot better.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's really good. I'm glad that we had this tonight. Really good.
And good for you.
Nicholas, you got any interesting thing that happened to you today?
No. Not really.
Was there football practice today?
Yeah. But I really haven't had the time really to go, so.
Well, I can tell you at Walmart they got all kinds of cupcakes and cakes and things getting ready for the Super Bowl coming up. The Chiefs are going to. Who are the Chiefs playing?
The Eagles.
Yeah, the Eagles.
The Eagles. Now, who are you wanting to win?
The Eagles.
The Eagles, but I don't. They're
He doesn't really have a dog in this fight.
how.
Neither one of those teams are your team.
Yeah, but if I can't root for my team, I'm gonna root for the Eagles. I tell you, something that happened to me days about hurt my arm again. It was on the arm that I sprained. My friend threw me a 60-yard pass with a completely flat football, and instead of me catching it, it hit my arm. And it really hurt.
I'm good. Well, I think that about wraps up our video for tonight. Thank you all for tuning in. We'll catch you next time. Bye.